If you guys are in need for extra space, well, check this out. We'll take a look at this M.2 NVMe. This is 500 gigs, but could buy up to a 2 terabyte station. All right, now this one right here is perfect for those that are hungry for space on your PlayStation 5 or additional space for your PC, which you probably have a lot of Steam games that you want to load them up. This is a perfect place. Now on top of it, it comes with the actual chip. This is a NVMe Gen 4 SSD. All right, a little Phillips in here to actually remove the actual components, and also additional screws for any kind of motherboard that you have in here. So if you guys can see, I have an external drive here. My recommendation, if you ever buy these M.2s, and they do get hot, all right, and the more stuff you do, or if you're playing off of it, I recommend you getting a thermal tape installed in here. Right, you could just purchase it and install it and make sure it keeps it cool. Once you set these up, you're pretty much just locking in place, and that's it. So I'm going to show you guys how to configure something like this one if you want to use it for your PC, and then I'm going to show you how to configure if you want to do it for your PlayStation. Alright, when you're installing something like this, I just plugged it in right now, and I'm going to show you. If you have Windows 11, this is pretty much where you have to go into. You go into, right click on here. You have to go into where it says not device management, but you have to go into disk management. All right, it identifies at 476 gigs because it cannot be the 512 on this one. All right, some of it has to be used and partitioned for the actual system to be read. Now here it's very simple, where you have to actually right click on it. You have to say new simple drive, and that's it. You format it at NTFS. All right, if you format it at FAT or FAT32, the transfer rate only on it, it's going to be about 5 gigs maximum that you could transfer on that one. So if you want it more secure, it has to be NTFS. So it says, do you want to continue creating the actual boot sequence? I'm not going to create a boot master because I'm not going to run Windows out of this, but I am going to create a GPT connection. So let's go ahead and do that. We can transfer. So this is about 4.9, close to 5, all right? So we're gonna drag it in there, and we're gonna see the transfer rate on the actual drive itself. And if you guys can see it, it's transferring pretty quick right now because, like I said, it's a 4th gen. It's gonna jam in here. If you guys can see, it's gonna take about 2 minutes, and right now we're looking at up to 37, but it's gonna pick up, and it fluctuates, all right? 37 right now, if you guys can see. And it depends also on the cable that you're transferring. If you're transferring on a Type C, but older version of Type C, you're not going to get the speeds that you want, of course. But if you have the new, which is a Type C 5 version or 4, you're going to get a faster transfer rate on that. All right. So here we have a PlayStation 5. We're going to go ahead and upgrade the drive, all right? Give it more space, because when you buy it, you only get the internal space. But we got fortunate enough to have this M.2 that we're going to upgrade it. Give it more space. M.2, make sure the copper is facing. Goes embedded in the bottom. Put the little silver cap down. All right, we got it set up in here. My recommendation down the line, if it starts getting overheated, you want to make sure maybe buy a thermal tape in here and add it in there. For now, so we install it automatically. When we turn it on, you get this message. It just found an M.2. All right, whenever you guys have music, we're gonna have to turn it down because I'm gonna get monetized. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so now that we got the M.2 Gen 4 set up, it's gonna ask us to do, we're gonna format. So we're gonna move it down to format, and it's gonna start formatting automatically the card, telling you that it's installed. And I'm gonna show you guys right now, and it's telling you how much space we have, which we have 500 gigs of space storage. So we can add additional games if we want, or you want to save your process, you can save it through there. So hit OK, hit OK, hit OK, and it's gonna run a couple of minutes and seconds. And later down the line, you can make it your main drive, but because it's 500 gigs, I will keep it as a backup. All right, we're gonna go storage to see the space, if you guys can see that. And now we're gonna go into the M.2, and there it is. That's how much we have space. Now, when you start saving things, you're gonna see it line up in here, and that's and if you need to reformat it, they give you that option too here. So, also available. That's it.